have appointed the officers of leaders and county assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people. We beseech you to behold with your abundant favor as your servants whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important trust in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our county and of those whose interests you have committed to our church. Amen. Honorable members, the Secretariat, the Council who is appearing, the members of the public who is following us live on our Facebook page, and the members of the public, you are welcome to today's hearing. In this Adhoc committee against one Dr. Kipngetich Kirui, the CC in charge of administration and public service. You are all welcome, and I wish to take this opportunity to ask the honorable members who are members of this committee to introduce themselves. Starting from myself, I am Honorable Ernest Kipkemoi, the chair to this Adhoc committee, and I'm being deputized by Honorable Victor. Introducing yourself.
Good afternoon. I'm Honorable Victor Kipngetich, Vice Chair to this Adhoc committee.
I invite the other members to also introduce themselves.
Good afternoon. My name is Honorable Lily Cherotich, member.
Good afternoon. My name is Honorable Roslyn Chepto, member to this Adhoc committee.
Good afternoon. I am Kipngetich, member to this Adhoc committee.
Thank you very much, members. I also want to take this opportunity to ask the Secretariat to also introduce themselves.
Good afternoon. My name is Kenneth Langat. I'm the legal counsel attached to this committee.
I'm Joseph Mitei, the clerk of the committee. I'm Timothy Korir, a researcher attached to this committee.
My name is Betty Kores, Secretariat.
All right. Let me also take this opportunity to give you, I believe, the council appearing to introduce yourself, and maybe if you have come along with any other person. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Honorable members, my name is Desmond Letoi Pasilei. I am an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. I do practice in the South region. I'm here to represent the Honorable CEC, Dr. Kirui, in today's proceedings. Thank you so much.
Okay, before you proceed, Council, I wish to know from you if your client, one Dr. Kipngetich Kirui, is appearing before this committee. Have you come along with him?
Mr. Chair, the Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui is not present before this committee. I have instructions from him to inform this committee that he will not be participating in today's hearing for reasons that I will seek an audience before the committee to enumerate the reasons why the honorable member is unavailable today before this committee. Okay. Because of, I want to bring to the attention of the public and this committee that this process started long ago with a notification to your client about the intention to remove him
from office through a motion, and we have started with the pre-trial. We started with the formation of committees, where I was elected the chair, and Honorable Victor, the vice chair, and the members that you've seen for yourself. You've had an opportunity as the council to also appear on his behalf during the pre-trial hearing that took place in the same venue where you are present. And you had promised this committee that you will advise your client accordingly. And at this point in time, I want to grant you an opportunity to explain why your client is not appearing, because naturally we expected that you produce him before this committee. It's your time.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The absence of the Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui is on threefold. One, we did receive today's charge sheet. In fact, I have signed alongside the charge sheet that was served upon me this morning. Thus, he was not able to proceed without clear preparation. Number two, there are reservations about the proceedings before this committee.
Council, before you move on to that other bit of excuse that you're about to give us, I wanted to respond to your first excuse, that I'm reliably informed that one of the secretariat did send you, I did serve you through email. Would you deny or confirm? That was on Saturday.
I do not deny that, Mr. Chair. Indeed, we did receive a mail over the weekend.
Thank you very much. We wanted you to confirm that you have the email detailing the motion and the charges. Maybe I can give you the opportunity to, and I think you understand that this process is time-bound. So it is not for this committee to decide whether to extend time or not. It is already stipulated in the rules, in the law. So that one you know, and maybe you can give the second reason.
Number two, Mr. Chair, the reservation that the Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui has over the proceedings, he has raised initially that there exist two orders that relate to the substantive issue before this Honorable Committee. He thus raises reservations on the interpretation whether the two orders that were served before this Honorable House, he seeks clarification as to whether this House are bound by the two orders. Thirdly, I have been...
Okay, just to respond to your, that you are saying that there was an order, I wish to notify you that the orders that was received by this committee was discussing about a different motion that is not this one that we have to be.
That's the only clarifications we needed on that. Lastly, I have been duly instructed to inquire from the chair whether this committee is properly constituted.
Thank you very much. I will answer in one manner that this committee is as a result of a motion that was tabled before this House, and what was expected was that the House, through a select committee, she was supposed to come up with an ad hoc committee who comprising of honorable members, and in that connection, the committee was supposed to meet 2/3 gender rule, and as you can see from the committee members, we have 2 female honorable members and 3 honorable members. That is well constituted as per the standing orders of this county assembly. So what I can tell you is that the committee is properly constituted according to the standing orders of this county assembly. All right, I think you have made your case. So today is the hearing day. I just wanted to bring you up to speed, and also the members who are watching us from our Facebook. At this juncture, it is that opportunity that I also want to inform you that the reason for the sitting of this committee is for us to determine whether the charges against one Honorable Dr. Joseph Kipngetich Kirui warrant his removal from office. That's why we are sitting today in this hearing, where we have invited you. We invited your client, and now that you are representing him, an opportunity to present himself, and so that this committee, after hearing from you and your client, we will retreat and make a decision whether the allegation warrant his removal from office. At this point in time, I have taken my time to explain to you how we've come along since we started, and at this point we will be presented with the charges by the prosecutor who will be handling that. We will require you at some point, once the charges are read to you, you will have an opportunity to deny or accept the charges, and we will also be provided with evidence on the charges that the prosecutor will bring forth to this committee against your client, and any other deliberations that we will have during this session. And for your information, after each charge, I will require you to, on behalf of your client, to deny or admit to the charges. So we will give you an opportunity to respond. In every time we have the prosecutor reads to you a charge, you will have an opportunity to deny or admit. Also, I want to ask the honorable members of this select committee to conduct yourself. Remember, this is a very important exercise. This is an important opportunity for the members of the public and one Honorable Joseph Kirui to get to be heard in this committee. And therefore, members, I know you are honorable members, and I will expect decorum from you. Anytime you have an issue or a concern to raise, I'll give you an opportunity, and all the issues will be addressed through the chair. And also that I want to give a commitment as the chair that we will give you a fair hearing. We'll give you a fair hearing during this hearing. That is what I want to commit to you, the council, that this committee will give you a fair hearing. I want to hear from the honorable members whether they have all the necessary documents, including the evidences, in your files. Members, do you have files with all the documents?
Yes, we do, Chair.
Now, once it is confirmed, I also want to confirm with the council whether he got the motion or the charge sheet with you and all the documents that you require.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I do confirm that this morning I received a charge sheet relating to the matter at hand. The said charge sheet was accompanied by a schedule of documents to be relied upon.
All right, Council, I hope you understand that this is a very serious matter, and I want to believe that you received an email. Was it an empty email or with the charges? And what was the content of the email?
Mr. Chair, the mail as was sent on Saturday was only accessible to council yesterday night. I had not access to the mail, but I confirm that the charges were served upon us. We received this morning the charges. I countersigned the received copy, which is within the office of the clerk.
Okay, Council, you know it is admissible to charge to serve you through electronic and hard copies. I think that when even to the courts it is accepted to be served electronically.
We do not.
Can you attest to that?
Yes, we do not dispute that fact.
Then I expect you to tell this committee and the members who are watching that you did receive what you received today as hard copies on Saturday, immediately after our pre-trial hearing.
Chair, it is unfortunately because it is not immediately after our pre-trial. The timestamp on that mail can attest to the fact at what time the mail, so we have no objection about the mail being sent. There is a timestamp. It will attest to what time the mail was opened and to the contents of the said mail.
So it is confirmed that you received the mail and that you now have those documents. Do you have the documents now with you on your table or
yes,
in your file?
I do have the documents with me.
Well. And the members have also confirmed. Is there any missing document or evidences in your file?
Mr. Chair, as I have informed this committee, we received a schedule of the documents to be relied upon by the Honorable mover of the motion. And the only physical document that we have is the witness statement by one Joseph Kipngetich. So the other documents, we have been directed to find them on the public fora. We will still have reservation on that because we have not been able to access these documents. And that is the reason, Mr. Chair, the honorable member was at a loss. He was not able to be before this House in absence of accessing the documents to be relied upon.
I wanted to confirm, and I think you have confirmed that you have the witness statement. You did confirm, yes. You have one witness statement. I want to confirm to this committee and to the public that County Public Service Board annual reports for the calendar year 2022, the County Public Service Board annual reports for the calendar year 2022-2023 is a public document. It is in the county website and the County Public Service Board office. That one, you cannot deny. It's a public document, number one. Number two, I think even a layman at home can just use his phone that is connected to a Wi-Fi or internet, and he can access this information because it is public. So saying that your client had difficulty accessing, it's an equivalent of lying before this committee. The second one is the Constitution of Kenya, which is a public document. It is found in Kenya Law Reform website. That's a public document. Number 3, the 3rd edition of the County Assembly Standing Orders is a public document that you can Google and you can find it in our Bomet County Assembly website. Number 4, the approval, hearing and vetting video of Dr. Joseph Kirui dated 24th, that's an evidence, 24th October 2022 at the County Assembly is also a public is a public document that you can Google in our website, the County Assembly website. So it's a public document. Number 5, approved budget for the year 2022-2023 is a public document. You can find it at the county website. Number 6 is the approved budget for the year 2023-2024. It's also a public document. You can find it at the county website. Number 7 is on the Auditor General report for the financial year 2022-2023. It's a public document. You can Google in the website. Number 8 is Controller of Budget Implementation Report for the financial year 2022-2023. It's also a public document. You can find it in the website. Number 9, the Controller of Budget Implementation Review Report for the first 9 months for the financial year 2023-2024 is a public document. Number 10, the correspondence between the County Executive Committee, member in charge of Administration, Public Service and Special Program, and the County Assembly of Bomet is confidential, which I think you were served. It's a confidential document that I think you were served. It is with the custody. First, it is in the custody of the CECM, in charge of Administration, Public Service and Special Program, and the County Secretary. So this letter, the correspondence is with your client. So he doesn't even need to Google anywhere. It is just right on his shelf. The other one is the expenditure reports for the Department of Administration, Public Service and Special Program for the year 2023-2024 and financial year 2022-2023 is also a public document. It is with the custody of the CECM in charge of Administration, Public Service and Special Program and the County Secretary. On the ADP, the approved Annual Development Plan for the year 2022-2023 and financial year 2023-2024 is a public document. You can find it at the website. Also, the approved CIDP for the 2022-2027 year is a public document. You can have it in the county website. The document number 14, approved staff establishment, is a public document. It is with the custody of the CCM in charge of your client, actually, in charge of your client. Where your client was serving or where he is serving is where you can find that approved staff establishment. The other document is approved recruitment plan for the year 2022-2023 and the year 2023-2024. It's also a public document. It is in the custody of your client. Document number 16, approve procurement plans and work plans for the financial year 2022-2023 and the financial year 2023-2024 is also a public document. It is in the custody of your client. Number 17 is written memoranda on hold from the public. It's also public. This will be presented during the hearing, that is today's hearing. If there is one, then we will present to you, because the advert that was calling for public memoranda had gone out. And cancel so that it doesn't appear that you are lying before this committee. In that email that you said you received, the Saturday email, I had even assisted you to tell you where to find these documents. So telling this committee that you found difficulty in accessing this and that, you are lying before this committee. That is, I want to warn you that lying before this committee, you will have consequences, and dire consequences in that case. Unless also the mover of the motion.
Honorable Chair.
Or just before that, before we go to the mover of the motion, before I ask the mover of the motion, because I understand he's going to take oath, and I want to believe that do any one of the members or the council have issue or a concern on the evidence or clarification?
Honorable Chair.
Yes.
Maybe before we proceed, I can attest that I did follow the earlier proceedings of this Honorable House, Mr. Chair, and what ensued in the discussion in the earlier proceedings, Mr. Speaker, was the practicing license for the legal counsel, that is Desmond Silaile Teipa, Mr. Chair, maybe for purpose of clarification and also to give or to clear air on the allegations, Honorable Chair, could the legal counsel furnish this committee with a practicing license, Honorable Chair? I seek your indulgence. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Honorable Victor, for the concern. You did say that there is an issue with the practicing license. Have you checked? Did you counter-check your statement? Do you have any evidence to that effect so that the chair can make a ruling on the same?
Honorable Speaker, maybe because the legal counsel is here with us, I think he's in a better position to answer that.
You've checked. But then, because you have raised an issue, it is at this opportune time, as I also check in the website, I want the council to tell this committee and the public about his practicing license so that I can be able to make a ruling from where I sit.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For those ones who are available to check on the Law Society of Kenya portal, the search engine, you can attest to me that my practice certificate is active. I've already shared with the Secretariat the status. So if you can just go online, you will find that my practice certificate is up to date. So the earlier contention that it had not been regularized, right now, Mr. Chair, maybe make a ruling, and also for the reputation, my reputation also, because that is an emotive issue, and that is an issue that goes directly to the root of my practice. So, Mr. Chair, maybe you can confirm with the legal counsel attached to the committee. My practice certificate number is P105 15302/18. If you can check right now, you will find that my status is active.
All right. Can you be able to... Now, I was trying to check because for the honorable member to raise such a very weighty issue on the validity of the documents presented before this assembly, I have asked around with the lawyers and advocates, and they've told me that normally you renew your license at the beginning of the year. So if indeed your license is active, let me check and confirm from the legal team. Please. I'll make a ruling on the same, so we can continue.
Honorable Chair.
Yes.
I've also checked on the status of one Desmond Silaile Teipa. His practicing is now active, But what I wanted this committee furnished with Mr. Chair is the practicing license. Thank you.
All right. All right. I want to ask the council if you have a practicing license certificate.
Mr. Chair, maybe to illuminate to the committee, these days we generate our practicing certificate online. So the reason the status was inactive, I had to do a correspondence with the Law Society of Kenya to check why it had not been activated. But for the interest of...
you mean, council, you mean it was not active?
No, the status had not been indicated as active. But once I did call the Law Society, they did confirm.
So before it was inactive? Are you confirming to this committee that it was inactive? That's why you had to call the LSK?
Yes, it was inactive. But
it was inactive?
But I have not appeared before this committee without a license.
Now, the council, because we don't want to dwell on it so much, you are confirming to this committee that by the time you were coming here, and before your intervention to the LSK, it has been writing inactive in the online check. And that is that the true position now that it is active, but before this it was not active?
The Chair, I have not been before this committee while without a practice certificate.
All right. So,
Mr. Chair, I hope you confirm, because it is prudent that this matter is put to settle, because we are now dwelling with a matter that is not part of the process that brought us here.
All right, you see, it is very important. Here we don't believe in the end justify the means. It is the means justifying the end. That is why we are very, we follow the process, the due process. And just to put that to rest, I want you to furnish this committee before close of business with it is good you've said that it is generated online, that you can, or you can ask someone in your office to generate, as we proceed, to generate for you the practicing license certificate as we continue. Because it is good you did say that it is online. So before we wind up the business of this committee today, kindly present the certificate to this committee.
No problem.
Otherwise, I want to put that to rest. I will endeavor to make a ruling at the end of this, at the close of business of this committee on that, once you are able to supply that to this committee. Now, I want to take this opportunity to ask the mover of the motion also whether he is ready and he has all the evidences and is ready to move to prosecute this case.
Maybe, with your kind permission, Honorable Chair.
Yes,
before, so that we will not interrupt the move of the motion, there was a part of instruction that I needed to relay to the House. There was clarification that we needed from the Chair. My client informs me that there's an existing motion. He wanted to know the status of the said motion, whether it was withdrawn or whether it's still active. That's all.
All right. Let me give a ruling on the same. I would give a ruling on the same as we continue. Now, I want to give this opportunity to the mover of the motion to also confirm to us whether he's ready for this, just as the council has put his case forward. I want to invite you so that you can introduce yourself and also have the opportunity to prosecute this case. Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon, the Chair, then the Secretariat and the Adhoc Committee. My name is Honorable Vincent Mutai. I'm the mover of the motion. I'm ready, Chair.
Thank you very much. Since you are ready to prosecute the case, I will give you that opportunity to continue from that point. And before then, I will ask that you take oath, and I'll give you that opportunity so you can take the oath.
I, Muttai K. Vincent, do swear that the information that I am going to give before this committee on the matter under its consideration is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
All right. I'm glad that the mover of the motion is ready and already is taken oath. So you are at liberty now to participate in prosecuting your case. Welcome, Honorable Member.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, before I prosecute or I give my charges, Honorable Chair, allow me to make the following remarks, Honorable Chair.
You are in order.
Honorable Chair, as I stated earlier, my name is Honorable Vincent Muttai, a nominated member of this Bomet County Assembly, representing the minority, and the sponsor of the special motion seeking for the removal of one Honorable Kipngetich Kirui as the County Executive Committee Member, Administration, Public Service and Special Program. Honorable Chair, I also stand here as a member of the County Assembly Committee on Administration, Legal Affairs and Citizen Engagement, and therefore, Chair, I am fully cognizant of the issues expressed in my motion. Honorable Chair, today I stand before this Honorable House to address a matter of utmost importance concerning the leadership and the governance of our county. Honorable Chair, as a representative of the people, it is my duty to ensure that the public officers entrusted with the responsibility of service adhere to the highest standard of integrity, competence, and adherence to the law. Honorable Chair, I also rise to represent the facts of my motion concerning the removal of the Executive Committee Member in charge of Administration, Public Service, Devolution, and Special Program, Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui. Honorable Chair, this motion is brought forward on a serious grounds, including the gross violation of the Constitution or any other law, incompetence, abuse of office, and gross misconduct. And Honorable Chair, you are aware also of the role of the CEC in charge of the county, is in charge of the vital, the CEC is in vital smooth running of the county affairs, ensuring that the services are delivered efficiently and effectively to our citizens. However, when the holder of such office, Mr. Chair, is found to have violated the very principles they swore to uphold, it becomes incompetent upon us as it becomes incompetent upon us to act decisively. Honorable Chair, the allegation of one Honorable Kirui are grave and demand full attention and thorough consideration. The following are the charges as contained in my motion, Honorable Chair, together with accompanying evidence and justification. Honorable Chair, charge number 1 is the gross violation of the Constitution or any other law. Number 1, Honorable Chair, failure to ensure payment of casual workers. And Honorable Chair, Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui, serving as the County Executive Committee Member in charge of Public Service, grossly violated the Employment Act 2007 by failing to ensure his department processed payment for casual workers engaged by the county government despite clear budgetary provision. And I wish to bring to this attention of this Honorable Committee that in the course of my duties as an MCA, I have encountered numerous complaints, Honorable Chair, from the casual employees by the county government of Bomet. Those workers have expressed concerns about not receiving their dues. And in fact, Honorable Chair, one of the casual workers informed me that he has not received his payment for the last 6 months, despite the budgetary allocation. When I was first nominated, Honorable Chair, to this county assembly and began to receive such complaint. I question whether there was budgetary allocation for these casual loggers within the county government of Bomet. But upon my investigation, Honorable Chair, I want to table evidence clearly indicating the budgetary allocation, Honorable Chair, for the 2 financial years that Honorable Kirui has served as the county executive member. Honorable Chair, you are also aware that the casual laborers, the casual workers in Bomet County, Honorable Chair, are domiciled both in the Department of Administration and Department of Finance, Honorable Speaker. I don't want to dwell much on the Department of Finance, Mr. Speaker, because we have the CEC in charge of that. But going to the Department of Administration and County Executive, Mr. Speaker,
the mover of the motion address me as Honorable Chair.
I'm sorry, Honorable Chair. And Honorable Chair, and in my investigation, and I thank you, Honorable Chair, by quoting that the documents I'm quoting here and I'm tabling are all the public documents, Mr. Chair. So the CC and the Council will be able to access them in the internet and he is able to Google, Honorable Chair. During the financial year 2022-2023, there was an allocation of 50 million for the casual workers, Honorable Chair. Subsequently, during the financial year 2023-2024, there was an allocation of 30.5 million for the casual laborers, for the casual workers, Honorable Chair. And Honorable Chair, in total, and in your simple maths, Honorable Chair, you can find that there was an allocation of 80.5 million for the casual labor in both the financial year 2022 and 2023, and 2023-2024, that was domiciled in the Department of Administration, Public Service, Devolution and Special Program, where one, Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui, is the CEC in charge. Honorable Chair, it pains me as a representative of the people that these casual laborers, despite such allegation, Mr. Honorable Chair, who are actually serving in the lowest pyramid in the county, go without pay, without dues for the period exceeding 6 months, Honorable Chair. How do you expect such people to survive with their families, Honorable Chair? Yet there was a sufficient budget allocation appropriated and approved by this county assembly. So it is also a prejudice, and it is also bad for this county assembly to approve such budgets, and the same is not appropriated as required, Honorable Chair. And it is also quite disturbing me, Honorable Chair, particularly in this issue of casual nature. As the CC in charge takes the issue of non-payment of casual, it has been expressed to me that Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui, as the CC in charge, has never taken interest in such issues pertaining to casual labor. And Honorable Chair, what I'm reading also, Honorable Chair, is from the Employment Act 2017. And I want to bring you to speed, Honorable Chair, maybe for the purpose of the committee and for the purpose of the CC in charge, Honorable Chair, that he needs to know the definition, according to the Employment Act 2017, the definition of a casual worker. Honorable Chair, as you can see, a casual employee, Honorable Chair, according to the Employment Act, means a person that the terms of whose engagement provide for his payment at the end of each day and who is not engaged for a longer period than 24 hours at a time. Mr. Speaker, it is quite noting also that these casual workers was being engaged more than the required time stipulated by the Act, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chair. And Honorable Chair, in the Controller of Budget report, that for the financial year 22-23, Honorable Chair, that is in its annual report, and by close of business on 30th June, that is 2023, the Controller of Budget indicates clearly that, Honorable Chair, that there was 100% absorption of the devolved funds necessary for the payment of the casual laborers. And it shows that 98.6% was absorbed for the recurrent, and 26.6% was absorbed for development.
Are you able to furnish this committee with the...
Honorable Chair, I'm able to furnish this committee with the Controller of Budget annual report for the ending.
The information is right at the screen.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you can see, Honorable Chair, that is by close of business on 30th June 2023, and it shows that there was 100% absorption. You can see there was 100% absorption on the recurrent, Honorable Chair, and 98% was absorbed on recurrent, and 26.6% on development. And that means there was 100% release, and the same money was misappropriated by one Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui. And Honorable Chair, allow me also to move to the financial year 2023-2024. That is the Controller of Budget report, and for the ending 9 months, Honorable Chair. In its report, Honorable Chair, by March 2023, and I'm able also to bring evidence here, Honorable Chair. And the report also shows that there was 98.7%. There was 98.7% that was absorbed on recurrent, Honorable Chair, and 100% was absorbed on development. So you can see, Honorable Chair, the reason why I'm giving these facts and this information is because I want to vindicate myself that the allocation and the information that is in the Controller of Budget shows that the money was disbursed and it was not paid to the casual workers, Honorable Chair. I think you can see the information. There was 97% on recurrent and 100% on development. Honorable Chair, I think I'm done. Allow me to move to the next charge.
Before you move to the next charge, the mover of the motion, who is prosecuting this charge, I want to hear from the council. On behalf, in an ordinarily, I expected that your client should have taken an oath and respond to the charges. Now that you are appearing on his behalf, would you on his behalf be admitting or denying?
At this juncture, Mr. Chair, we choose not to take plea on these matters. We had hoped you would make a ruling before the mover of the motion would have proceeded on the issue of that we did raise earlier before the motion was moved, so that we could now get to know the way forward, because we have made submissions to the House as to the reason why the Honorable CEC is not present. We have also indicated to the House that we would want to seek more time for us to interrogate the documents that we have received this morning and those ones that we will be receiving in the course of these proceedings. So maybe, Mr. Chair, if you could make a ruling on that, it will easen up because we are not in a position
so
to
answer. So the answer is you are not taking plea?
Yes.
And you are not ready to respond?
Yes, we will.
Fair enough. Yeah. Let's proceed to the next charge.
At this juncture, Mr. Chair, then...
right, all right. Yes, you still have a point to make.
Yes, if, Mr. Chair, we will be guided if we could make a finding on our application to have a continuance, or rather to have this matter be deferred. So if you could make that finding, Your Honor, Mr. Chair, it will go a long way for us so that we advise the Honorable CC accordingly.
Okay, Council, you realize that just as I had put before we started this, is that this is a time-bound procedure, and once we are here, and I wish to put it to you, that this process that is taking place is quasi-judicial in nature. So given the opportunity, we will operate in a manner that the standing orders as provided, so that we will make a ruling at the right time where necessary. But at this point, because you have said you are not taking plea, your right is given and your decision is respected. That is why the procedure allows us to move to the next charge. Proceed, the mover of the motion.
Thank you for your guidance and your ruling, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, my charge number 2 is on non-payment of village managers. Honorable Chair, Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui, in his administrative capacity as head of the county administration, violated the principles of financial accountability and Employment Act 2007 by neglecting to process payment for village managers for several months. And Honorable Chair, examining also the budgetary allocation for the financial years since Honorable Joseph Kipngetich Kirui served in the county government of Bomet, that is a financial year 2022-2023, there was an allocation of 72 million, Honorable Chair. In my screen, Honorable Chair, you can see under the fourth number, under the fourth number 26,440,499, there was an allocation for administrative allowance, that is MVC, of 72 million, Honorable Chair. And despite this allocation, Honorable Chair, Joseph Honorable Chair, as the witness comes in, you can see in my screen, there was an allocation of 120 million that was sent by the county government, that is the CEC in charge, but this county assembly approved 75,300,000 for the payment of the village managers.
Since the witness is in, kindly take your seat, then we shall proceed from there.
Thank you, Chair.
Sergeant Atam, kindly let in the witness. And we shall administer an oath before we proceed. So the legal assistant kindly take the witness through it.
I, Joseph Kipngetich, do swear that the information that I am going to give before this committee on the matter under its consideration is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Okay, welcome, Bwana Joseph. You're welcome. You have indicated that, and before then, you're welcome to this Adhoc committee. This is an Adhoc committee investigating the removal of from office for one Dr. Kipngetich Kirui. Feel free to give information to this committee. And before I give you that opportunity, I wish to ask you the following question. And before then, just to get it from you, are you comfortable with Kiswahili, English, or which language are you comfortable with?
English.
English. Good. Fair enough. Are you one Joseph Kipngetich?
That is my name.
All right. ID number. Your ID number?
0323903.
Thank you. Your occupation?
Village manager.
All right. Which village do you come from?
Raya village.
Raya village.
Kapsimbiri sub county. Sub ward.
Kapsimbiri sub ward. Which ward?
Meriki ward.
Meriki ward. Which is in sub-county of Bomet East.
Yeah, South East.
Right.
Bomet East.
All right. And I believe that, do you know where Bomet is? Is it in Bomet County or in Narok?
It is in Bomet County.
Bomet County.
Even where we are standing.
All right. Even where we are. Thank you very much. I want to give you an opportunity to tell this committee now that you will tell us whether you're given an opportunity to serve as the village manager and what has transpired since when you engaged for that. How has your payment been? What is your status? Are you still working with the county as a village manager? Those are the information that this committee would wish to know.
Yes.
You are welcome.
Thank you very much, Chair. It was early the year 2022 that there was an advertisement from the county government that they needed village council. We applied, I applied being a resident of Raya village. We were interviewed and I was engaged in April 2022. From that time up to this time, it is 29 months. We only paid for 10 months. First payment was 5,000, then followed by 15,000 and 30,000. That is about 50,000 shillings.
That is, each month was?
5,000 shillings.
So the one you were receiving for 15,000 was for the 3 months?
For 3 months.
And then the 30,000 for 6 months? All
yes.
Right. That adds up to 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10.
10 months.
10 months.
Yeah.
Well?
The county government still owes us, up to this moment, 19 months.
To now, August of 2024 is 18 months.
19 months.
19 months.
Yeah.
Owing the county government of Bomet.
Yeah,
Thank you. Continue. Are you still working?
Yeah, we are still working. We are still working as village managers.
Okay.
We are several of us, but I don't want to talk on behalf of anybody else. It's
okay.
Yeah.
So the account that you gave us, the 𝐈𝐌𝐿𝐴 account.
Yeah, we were asked to open the account.
Yes.
I opened one at 𝐈𝐿𝐴.
All right. So
solely for the purpose of the salaries from Bomet.
The stipends.
Yeah.
All right. So you've been operating that 𝐈𝐿𝐴 account for stipends only?
Only.
So you can tell this committee that you don't have account elsewhere that you use for the stipends?
No.
That is the one, so that if it does not...
The only one.
That's the only one?
Yeah.
Thank you. And you have confirmed to this committee that you are still working as the village manager?
Yes.
All right. I don't think I have much to say. Maybe I can give this opportunity to the council. Okay. For the sake of fairness, let me ask you again, the council appearing, on behalf of the Honorable CC, are you taking plea so that I can allow you to cross-examine the witness?
No, Mr. Chair, we are not taking plea.
Wait a minute. Let's suspend a minute until we have power.